at least 70% of the US, especially the swing states, use these top three systems, these voting systems. And they have optical scanners. They count your votes. We call them, tabulation machines or tabulation computers. And so biggest three, is going to be ES&S, Dominion, and Hard Intercivic. And what we have started to find is we found when we look at all three of those statistically in the swing states and the non-swing states, votes counted by those systems have started to raise the same red flags we've been talking about. And one test we did recently is we looked at Minnesota, a blue state, and we actually looked at, they use some of the same systems that are used in Pennsylvania and North Carolina. And we looked at their voting results statistically because Harris still won that state. And we found that some of their precincts in some of their counties actually were small enough to hand count. So we said, listen, if there's a compromise of the tabulation systems, let's test places that didn't use these systems and let's see if there's a noticeable difference between the results. To sum up the findings, we looked at precincts of around the same size of registered voters. So we said, let's compare precincts all across the county and all across the state that are the same size, maybe the same demographic of voters, right? Smaller rural areas. And let's look at how many votes Trump's getting and how many votes Harris is getting. And let's compare them to places that hand counted. And what we're finding is on average a 6 to 8% difference benefiting the Republican candidate for president. But this effect is also seen at the down ballot levels as well. So we're seeing like almost every Republican on the ticket is getting that same difference.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is we looked at nonpartisan races or ballot questions where we're not seeing the same effects there. We are very concerned that if there's a compromise of these systems, not only could it be used to change votes, but it could be used to potentially change the outcome of not only maybe whole states worth of results, but perhaps the election as a whole. So those are our concerns.